What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune in to another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for your support. You know I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. And I had a fan that was asking me about Big Herc. My girl wants me to bust her cheeks every day, sometimes twice a day. And sometimes I'm just overwhelmed. I feel tired. What do I do? How do I step my game up? Or is she just, overly sexed? Well, let me tell you. She may not be overly sexed, but maybe you're underly horny, and maybe there's some things you need to look to as far as to get yourself more into the mood, because it sounds like she's in the mood. And for a guy, it's a little bit different, man. You gotta mentally be connected with the Johnson so that the Johnson steps his game up. If you're not mentally connected, then the Johnson, he might just look at you and be like, man, I'm cool. As opposed to a woman, when she's ready to go, all she has to do is, get in position to make it happen. And that could be intimidating for some guys, and sometimes overwhelming. And whether you want to believe it or not, women have a higher sex drive than most men, but they just know how to hide it. A woman dictates the whole sexual hierarchy, whether you want to believe it or not. If a woman says, hey, I think you're hot, you want to hook up, what guy is going to say no? Unless he's a weenie. Now, as far as a guy saying that, it could be considered offensive, even repulsive, or gross. But I've never heard of a woman saying, hey, I think you're hot, I would love to take you home and just do some things to you. And the guy be like, oh my God, that's gross. You're repulsive. You're an animal. No. Okay, let's go. That's what the guy's gonna say. So, yeah, man, if your girl wants it, man, maybe you're on the level where your testosterone ain't as high. Because I know when I was in my 20s, I was a coochie assassin. I was a Panani annihilator. I was an animal. And, it wouldn't be nothing to try to chalk up, 3, 4, 5 in a day. Still go to the gym. A lot of you guys out there nowadays are probably thinking, oh, man, you got to be full of shit. But nah, man, it was back, the motherfucker was putting in some work. And even today, Big Herc be busting those cheeks out with the wifey. I have to get mine, man. I can't be one of those guys on the internet looking at porn all day. That could be another reason why maybe you have become less physically sexual, because you're overstimulated looking at all that damn porn you're searching for. Surfing on the internet. So cut back on your surfing the internet. Cut back on tugging on the willy, and see how that helps with your sexual relations with your girl. And maybe throwing a couple of tricks out your trick bag that'll surprise your girl, so that you can wear her out a little bit so she ain't wearing you out. But yeah, a lot of times women actually hold back because they don't want men to think that they're hoish, sluttish. Which, you know, people, they talk all that mess. Oh, you know, she's a hoe, she's a slut. But then they go and they cheat on their wife, or they cheat on their girlfriend, or they look at all this crazy porn, but yet they want their wife or their girlfriend to be puritanical, when their girlfriend and wife will actually do the same things that they're watching in the videos if they ask for it. That's why a lot of guys got the game twisted. They, you know, they say they're not really with the program, but then they're messing around on the side. But then at the crib, their wife is like, well, is this it? And she's trying to make suggestions, but the guy doesn't know how to handle the suggestions when being made. He's intimidated. This isn't the woman I married. Well, maybe you need to have a conversation. Because if it ain't working out sexually, it's not going to last long term. Sex and money are the two biggest reasons why people break up. Bottom line. Sex and marriage. Actually, I'm sorry, sex and money. So, get your sex game right. If your finances in order, it shouldn't be a problem. And handle your business, man. Because ain't nothing worse than being a weak, non-performing, you know, male that can't handle his woman, yet he makes all these excuses or even calls her out of pocket because of his inadequacies. Get your inadequacies, get rid of your inadequacies, and, you know, rise to the occasion. Get you some yohimbe, some maca root, maybe some ginseng, clean your diet up, go get your blood levels checked, make sure your test is right, and become an animal. You know, go get you a copy of Bedroom Gangster, read that a few times, written by Big Herc. You can get it on Amazon, and you'll be alright. Your girl will think that she's got a new man by the time you get to reading that book and putting a piston down on her. So holler at me, Big Herc 916. Stay positive, stay motivated. Get a copy of that book, Bedroom Gangster, and love to hear from you.